If your body is softening as you're listening to this, if something in you says yes, and you can just relate to my examples, what I'm sharing with you, this is, if you can feel like this is the direction I'm moving toward, then I want you to really know something. This desire for a bigger, richer, more aligned life, it's not random. It's divine. It's your future self speaking. It's your truth rising. And a bigger life doesn't come from more effort. It truly comes from becoming more aligned, more attuned, more fully and freely expressed as you. Welcome to The Rise Show, a podcast for highly driven and spiritual women with big ideas, dreams, and visions. Audacious women just like you, who are committed to their evolution and obsessed about all things personal growth, spirituality, manifestation, and feminine embodiment. I'm your host, Nathalie Banaszak, feminine success and branding coach, and I'm here to support you on your journey and path of expansion. I know you're ready for so much more. Permission granted to go for greatness, your wildest desires, and the most radiant and full expression of the brand called you. Are you ready? Let's begin. Hello, good morning, and welcome back to another episode of The Rise Show. And this beautiful moment in mid-December. I'm recording this from home. It's still dark outside, and I have a cup of my morning ritual delicious coffee next to me and cozy Christmas golden lights. And I get to have this conversation with you. What a luxury. This is pure abundance. I did mention how much I love this season, right? Thank you for tuning in and being here with me at this exact moment. Wow, can you believe how close we are to the end of this year? It feels like the whole world is slowing down in the most magical way. The lights, the softness, the deeper presence. Well, this is my perspective. I know that many, perhaps most people would say, are you crazy? What do you mean? Softness? I'm stressed out. Not to make anything right or wrong, but personally, I prefer calm and ease versus stress and rush. So as with everything, we get to choose what mindset and energy we live in at any moment. So for you who are feeling what I'm feeling, or you are really open to explore another lens of what December could be, what's going on inside of you, then there is space, and we can absolutely always find something much more intimate, because our external world is simply a reflection of what's going on within. During the last couple of weeks here, we have been speaking about the inner shift, the sense that something bigger is preparing to unfold within. As I shared, this time of year always awakens something inside me, a clarity, a tenderness, a deep truth-telling. It's as if the woman I'm becoming stands a little closer and inviting me to meet her with more softness, more honesty, more intention, more alignment. And this episode is really about that moment, the moment where you feel yourself stretching into a bigger life, not through force, not through overworking. That's a trap of needing to do more, but through becoming a vibrational match for the life you desire. So today we're diving into feminine success principles, the energetics of manifesting a bigger life. Because a bigger life isn't something you chase, it's something you calibrate to. So let's explore what a bigger life looks like, and most importantly, feels like for you. Not a life you have set up to fit any kind of conditioning and external expectations, but a bigger life guided entirely from within. So settle in, breathe with me for a moment, and let's drop into the energy of expansion together. Bam! let's begin by redefining what a bigger life actually means. Because in the feminine, bigger does not mean busier. This is another common trap. It doesn't mean more pressure, more hustling, more forcing yourself into becoming something you're not ready for or that you don't even truly want. A bigger life, the feminine way, means more radiance, more alignment, more capacity, more truth, more of you, more power in how you lead, decide, express, and show up. Ultimately, we're talking about the unrestricted, fully expressed, and fully free version of you. A bigger life is an internal expansion first. So it starts in your energy long before it shows up in your reality. And this is where the RISE method threads beautifully through this whole episode. We speak about radiance. This is where your frequency expands. Identity, you choose who you're becoming. Sovereignty, how you consciously lead from within. Expression, you show up from your truth, not your fear. And it's often the simplest shifts that makes the biggest impact. So let me share a client example, because really life and business is our biggest classroom. That means that we can practice at any given moment. Every day holds multiple opportunities in every area, and very much so in business and branding. So as you know, or for you who are new around here, I have a big heart for creators, creatives, and impact-driven entrepreneurs who have a cause that I really believe in. And therefore, I work a lot with entrepreneurs and leaders who want to shift the way they live, lead, and do both business and life. So this gorgeous client, she was seriously undercharging her services. She wanted to work on her positioning, pricing, packaging, or branding in a way that felt congruent and aligned to her, without feeling insecure about her new prices, but really owning her intrinsic worth and value. So long story short, this led to deep work to strengthen her wealth consciousness. And this work is always directly linked to our levels of self-worth and identity. So we explored the old programming and we went really deep. So we uncovered what was hidden deep within. After addressing her issues, creating a new identity for the woman who could really hold and stand firm in her new chosen standard, her new positioning, her brand power, she got clarity through alignment. After a series of internal shifts, her new and higher identity started to attract a completely different set of opportunities, clients who were willing and open to pay her prices because through her energy and the way she held it, well, herself, they trusted her authority and confidence. So her presence changed. Her energetic signature, her pricing, packaging, positioning, everything just followed. So something clicked within her. The universe caught up with her new energy, and the results she opened up to receive was simply a reflection of the multiple internal shifts she had been going through. So her external reality, her results and manifestations transformed not because she was by the book doing more, but because she shifted her identity first. So the feminine way is about caring not only for the end results, but actually caring for the process, the journey, the ride, and how you want to feel as you manifest your wildest desires. So let me share a few feminine success principles. And here's the first. You don't manifest what you want. You manifest what you become a match for. Again, you don't have to wait to become. You become through the art of who you choose to be every day. And that is right now. Your energy is the pulse of your life. It's the silent language that the universe responds to. It's the tone and frequency your decisions carry. When your energy expands, your life expands. When your energy contracts, opportunities contract. In feminine success, your nervous system and your identity must feel safe holding the bigger life you desire. And this is why I always say your beautiful body is your guide. She tells you what is aligned, what is not aligned, when a cycle is complete, when a yes is true, when a no is necessary. So ask yourself, where does my energy expand at the thought of a bigger life? And where does it tighten? Like, where does it contract? And this emotional awareness is absolutely fundamental and transformational. Okay, second feminine success principle. Here's a big truth most women miss. A bigger life belongs to the woman who knows how to lead it. And that woman is created through your identity. This is the internal blueprint that shapes everything you think, what you choose to, who you choose to be, what you say, what you believe. And most people try to change their life only from the outside without creating a connection within. Only the goals, the habits, the to-do lists, the strategies. Of course, this matters. It's fundamental too, because habits is how you actually build and anchor something new. But feminine success starts inside. Who do you believe you are? What identity are you choosing today? What identity are you willing to outgrow? What's your self-concept? The self-image you hold about yourself. Now, this is super, super important. Belief systems they're sneaky because, they live in the paradigm. And so it's not only what you desire to think and believe, and maybe the empowered, conscious woman and version of you right now, 2025, holds a belief on a conscious level, but subconsciously, have you gone deep to explore what program lives within your subconscious? How much time have you spent in investigating, uncovering what's there, and truly being conscious about upgrading your programming? This is identity creation, and this is identity shifting, and it is the beginning of every quantum shift. Now, this is why my world, including inside my one-to-one private mentorships, inside my Rise Mastermind, the Bridge experience, in all the work I do, we always begin with identity before strategy. Because essentially, identity is strategy. Because when you shift who you are, or who you think you are, everything around you shifts to match it. Now, this is quantum law. And personally, I've gone through so many energy identity transitions in my own journey and evolution. Looking back, big shifts has always come to me through commitment to my ideas, dreams, and vision. As crazy as they might have been, they have been part of my path. This means we need to be willing to trust the unknown, to be led by what we know to be true within our hearts, long before it has been manifested in reality. And this is also what scares most people off. We choose what's familiar, what's comforting, what we believe to be safe, but it's a trap. We need to trust what feels spiritually aligned, and that simply has to be the way, even when we can't see the way yet with the eye. It's just about choosing to show up for what we know to be true and take it step by step. For example, I choose to identify myself as an entrepreneur long before I knew what the hell I was really getting myself into. We're speaking about, a decade ago here. And I mean, it's been a journey of its own. So without getting into the full story and journey here, you can imagine the growth it's been. yeah, let's just say it's been and is quite a ride. So this goes for every single dream. If I say, before we go deeper, I want to share something gently. Light Weeks for Vice Mastermind, the Golden Bridge Experience, are officially open. This is a 90-day identity, leadership, and expression mastermind for the woman who knows she's ready for her next level, but wants to enter it with softness, brilliance, and clarity. December is our grounding space, a gentle portal where you reflect, purify, and prepare yourself for what you're stepping into. There is no pressure, no pushing, just resonance, readiness, and extra time for reflection and your journey of becoming. If you've been feeling the pull and call toward a higher version of you, toward more inner power, more radiance, more expression, more sovereignty, and you long for more support and sharing the journey with other rising women, Light Weeks and the Bridge may be exactly what your next chapter is asking for. You can explore everything and apply through the link in show notes. Okay, let's drop back into the episode. That I desire this or that. If you say you desire this or that, am I, are you, are we willing to not only do the work, but fully being the work? Because identity work is lived. It's not conceptual. You can't just study these concepts and read books without implementation and daily integration. I mean, you can, but you won't experience the shift results that you seek. So the third principle is one of the most powerful. So a woman who reclaims her power becomes impossible to ignore. Not because she's loud at all. We're speaking about energy here. We're speaking about the power of a magnetic presence. Sovereignty is where emotional mastery replaces reactivity. Boundaries become clear and clean. You stop outsourcing your worth. You stop performing to get, quote unquote, approval. And you stop over-explaining yourself. And you start to really, really trust your inner authority. And this is the moment where life shifts from forcing to magnetizing. So ask yourself, what if your bigger life requires fewer explanations and more empowered, committed decisions? This is the portal into your next level. The fourth principle is expression. Your visibility, daring to be fully seen and heard in your truth. It's your voice and, it's your truth made felt in the world. You create your reality through the way you speak, the way you communicate, the way you show up, how you present yourself, how you make requests, how you lead your inner world. So this is happening online, in real life, all the time. And expression is not, performance. It's natural. It's alignment between your identity and how you show up, your presence. When your expression becomes congruent with who you're becoming, your whole life, every single area of it, reorganizes itself around your truth. And I can share some practical examples. Saying yes slower. Saying no, perhaps, faster. Showing up even when you're still becoming. Choosing clarity over pleasing. Moving from safety, not fear. Knowing that you are always safe. You're always backed up. And you're always infinitely supported. I mean, knowing this from the inside out and from the outside in. And as I shared the story of before, really owning your intrinsic worth and value. No shrinking, no dimming here. So you take a stand for you. your values, your truth through how you hold and express and ultimately then lead yourself. Again, I have so many stories to share. I know when I've been going through mega shift within, as a bold set intention, by the way, where I really have declared that I am no longer available for shrinking myself, dimming my light, and any old pattern of suppressing my authenticity caused by conditioning about how it should be. Here's something important. The word trying weakens your manifestation power. Again, I will repeat myself forever. Everything starts with making an empowered and committed decision. The big breakthroughs have been, well, in my world, personally, professionally, with clients, I see this over and over, and I've experienced it myself again. The big breakthroughs, they have been rising from boundaries that I firmly set for myself, that I see clients are setting for themselves in my circle. And that starts with a decision. No flaky, I'll try. It is a truth that, well, in my case here, to be willing to finally speak and to communicate very, very clearly. So this starts internally first and externally through expression. And that changes everything. And this is how authentic branding and your expression is directly linked to feminine manifestation. So this is what I mean when I speak about brand power. If your body is softening as you're listening to this, if something in you says yes, and you can just relate to my examples, what I'm sharing with you, this is, well, if you can feel like this is the direction I'm moving toward, then I want you to really know something. This desire for a bigger, richer, more aligned life, it's not random. It's divine. It's your future self speaking. It's your truth rising. And a bigger life doesn't come from more effort. It truly comes from becoming more aligned, more attuned, more fully and freely expressed as you. If this conversation opened something in you today, if you felt yourself remembering who you're becoming, if you felt the quiet or perhaps loud yes of your future self, then I invite you to explore Light Weeks, as it is a doorway into our Gentle December portal and Rise Mastermind, the Golden Bridge experience, which officially begins mid-January. So Light Weeks is for the woman who knows she's on the edge of a bigger chapter, a bigger life, the woman who feels the pulling call toward deeper alignment, clear identity, higher purpose, and, well, ultimately a more powerful self-leadership. It's an opportunity for a gentle beginning of the bridge experience for those who energetically want early access and more space for reflection and preparation before we officially begin in 2026. So Rise Mastermind, it is a 90-day high-frequency transmission for women who are ready to lead themselves into the manifestation of a richer, fuller, and more radiant life. There is no rush. This experience is all about deep resonance. It's an experience of alignment, truths, sovereignty, becoming, by being her now. So if your intuition is whispering, calling on you from within, trust her, follow her. She knows the way. The link with all the details is in the show notes. Thank you for being here with me today, for choosing inner leadership, authenticity, and expansion, for choosing yourself. I acknowledge and honor you so much for that. Your next level doesn't begin with readiness. You are ready now. And it begins with you taking a stand for yourself, a committed and empowered decision. And it is a decision to live in alignment with the woman you're becoming. She is closer than you think. In fact, she is already here. and she's waiting for you to step into her energy right now. If you loved this podcast, please go ahead and subscribe. That way you get updates anytime I post a new episode. And if you're feeling extra generous, go ahead and share this with a sister you know needs to hear this message and leave a review. It would mean so much, as I love to envision a world with more feminine, embodied leaders. If you're looking to further grow, evolve, and expand your life and business, connect with me on Instagram and sign up for my Rise newsletter. Get ready to receive special announcements, inspiration, high vibe self-empowerment, tips, hacks, and tools on how to become the woman you most want to be right into your inbox. Link in the show notes. Until next time, have a gorgeous week.